Okay, welcome to Dakami. I go by the name of Fisher RB, and today you can see me with this book, and then it's what C++. Yeah, today we came with a different objective. On Sunday we are having some C++ examination, and I pray it's going to go well. So I'm here with a new video on the basics of C++, all what you need to know so that you can pass the C++ exams. Yeah, it's very simple. C++, they say, is the most difficult language, but challenge with God all things are possible. You want to say maybe to even. So we're going straight into the video. We'll be creating some programs and then doing some examples. Yes, and then I'll be explaining some stuff. If you don't understand anything, just tell me in the comment section and I'll be very happy to reply. Okay, so before going into the video, the main tutorial, if you know you are new to the channel, just hit the subscribe button, like the video, tell me in the comment section if this video was helpful to you. Alright, so let me go to my let me go to my Embarcado Dev C++ software. So we have compilers and then like programs you can run C++ in. So we have Visual Studio, we have code blocks, we have Embarcado Dev C++. Okay, so C++ is a programming language of which you can use to create software, high-level software and other stuff. So let's go straight into it. Our first tutorial is how to print something on the screen, but I'll be explaining the codes line after line, okay, so that you can also find your way through it, because C++ is very, very, very easy. Yeah, I did Python and then compare Python to C++. Charlie, C++ is very easy. Okay, so let's go straight into the video. So to create a new file or a source file, you open your Embarcado Dev C++, of which I've opened mine already. You come here and then you click on new and then you click on source file, and then yes, we have our black terminal here, which will allow us to input our code so that it will bring out something for us. So the aim of every program you write is to bring out something, and then you take in data and then bring out information. So that's it. So for our first step in C++, we have something we call the header files. Okay, we always have to bring the header files when you are when you are writing a program. In Python they are called libraries, or also libraries. They are all called libraries. In C++ it's called libraries. So in that libraries we import some functions. So we are going to do hash include IOStream. Okay, so shift 3 include, okay, all in small letters. Remember C++ is case sensitive, so hash include IOStream. So when we say IOStream, the I stands for input and then the O stands for output. Okay, so hash input IOStream. So that's the first part of our C++ program. It's like when you're writing a letter, what you have to write first is your address, addressing the person. The kind of address you write will determine the kind of letter you're writing. Okay, so we can now come down and then we have something we call std. Also, it's one of the libraries in C++. Okay, standard library. It's one of the standard libraries. So we can use using namespace. Okay, using namespace std, and then we terminate it. In C++, every statement is terminated by a colon. If you don't bring a colon after a statement, the code is not going to run. So you have to type using namespace std. So do as I do, or you can watch the video after that. You can watch again and then follow what I'm also doing. Okay, so now we are going to bring our header file. Okay, so we are going to write int main. So in C++, anywhere you see int means integer. It's representing a number. So main, and then we bring our open and then close brackets. So this is telling us that, or this is telling the program, the compiler or the program, that we are coming to write something. And then what we are going to write is in the int main. Okay, so we open, I think, curly brackets. Okay, and then we space them out. For good coding practices, okay, we have something we call comments. And then in Python, like this, if you want to write a comment, you're going to use the hash. But in C++, if you want to write a comment, you are going to use the /, /, okay, and then you can type a program to print, okay, so to print my name. So it's good to put comments in your codes, but sometimes too it's not good. Security wise it's not good, but for good coding practices too it's good. So I'll tell you that one later. And then we can come to next. So we are going to write a code that will print out our name. So when we go to line 2, you can see that we've written using namespace std. So in the standard library, and then in the IOStream, we have a function called the cout, which is character output. The C stands for character output. So cout, character output. So what we're going to do is we are going to output the character we assign to this character. Okay, so cout space less than. Okay, we are going to cout space and then 2 less than, and then we come, and then we're going to print, let's say my name is Osborne. So if you don't know my real name, I always tell you my name is official. I go by the name Osborne to Charlie. That's my nickname, and Harab is my real name. Yeah, if you don't understand, you can meet me and then I'll explain it to you. So I can put this in quotes and then type my name is Osborne. In most programming languages, if you are printing or writing your first program, what you have to type is hello world. But for us, we are going to use my name is Osborne, so you can put your name there and then yes. So I told you that after writing any statement, you have to terminate it. So we terminate it with a semicolon, okay, or the semicolon. Yes, that's how we call it. But we can't terminate a comment, okay. So we don't terminate comments with the semicolon, okay. So for that one, we just leave it like that, and then we come to the next line, and then we can type return. It should be in small letters, okay. Remember, C++ is case sensitive, so return 0, okay. So return 0, and then we terminate it. So we are trying to say that if this program is true, what you're writing is true, you should return a value of 0. So that you can change the value, whether 4, 5, 6, 20. Yeah, just figure it out. You can change. So now this is how you can compile it, and then after that I'll teach you how to read error logs and then how to fix errors in your program. Okay, so what you have to do now is you are going to look back. So you click on this right mark or the right mark. Click on compile, wait for it to load. So it's compiling. So we are going to name it first program. Okay, so first program. Alright, and now we can click on enter, and now it's compiling. It's going to take like seconds to compile it for me. So you can see here compile out, and then I think here it's compiling for me. Okay, so it's done. So we can now, after debugging, yes, it has debug and compile. After that we can let's say compile and then run. So we can click on F11 to compile and then run our program for us, and then there's it. You can see it here. My name is Osborne, and then you see process exited after 0.206 seconds with return value of 0. So with the return value, you can input any return value there. So let me do let me see, 46. Okay, it's going to work. Yeah, it's going to work. So there's it. So I entered 45, right? So my name is Osborne. So process has exited after 0.3081 seconds with return value of 45. So you can press any key to continue. So this, and then that's it. We are done. So this is how you can write your first program, cout. Okay, so now we are going to do the sequence, and then we'll go to assigning values to variables. Okay, and then we'll be doing different stuff. Okay, so let's continue with it. So in that same program, now we want to take values. You want to take values. So let's say your calculator. Yes. If the calculator is there, then you don't input values in it. I don't think it's going to bring out anything. Yes. So that's it. So we are going to make this program interactive. So there's C++, and everything is booming. Let's go to our next tutorial. So with that one, you're going to use CIN, which is character input. Okay, C stands for character, and then I is input. First was C stands for what? Character, and then output. So now it's CIN. So all coming from the function, which is the IOStream, or the namespace, the standard library. Okay, the std. So with that one, we write CIN greater than sign. So two of that, and then CIN, let's say name. Okay. So before that, we can go to the end of line 6 and then click on enter to get some space here. So on line 8 or line 7, we can declare name. Okay, so we can declare name as let's say let's use age. Okay, let's use age. Let's make the name age. Okay, age. All right, and then we are going to declare age. If you don't declare it, it's not going to run. So we are going to write int what age. So we are assuming that the values that you are going to accept for age should be an integer. If you insert an alphabet, it's not going to come. If you insert a punctuation, it's not going to come. All right, so that's it. And then we terminate it with a semicolon, and then we can come to the CIN. We give space at the ending of age. We also terminate with a semicolon, and then here too we can come and then write cout. Okay, cout. Enter age. Okay, enter age. All right, and then we terminate it with a semicolon, and then we can now compile and then run our program, and then let's see the magic. So there's it. So you see there's something here I didn't do. My name is Osborne, enter age. So this is what you have to do after every program. Okay, so in C++, you have to tell the program that after this line you should print the next statements or the next characters on the next string. So with that one, you are going to use the less than sign, two of them, and then we are going to enter end L. Okay, end L, which is end line, and then we also terminate. So now let's compile and then run again. Okay, so there's it. So my name is Osborne. So they are telling us what enter age. So I can give space and then enter age as Arab. Age, sorry, my age is not Arab. Sorry, age as, let's say 45. Yeah, 45 years old. Yeah, and then enter. Okay, so process editor. So it has accepted a value of 45. So now how can we output the same value of 45? So there's it. So let's come here down there, CIN. Okay, so that's line 11. Okay, so if the age you've entered in line 8 is assigned to what the value entered in line 8, line 9 is assigned to the age in 10, then we can see out what's age. All right, so when we see out age, it's going to give us the value of age, okay, or the age of the person. So there's it. So I'm compiling, I run, I write 35, and then boom. So the age also is 34. It has see out 34 as the age. All right, so this is basically how you can output and then input let's input characters and variables and values in C++. Okay, so let's create our next what's the name, our next program, of which we are going to assign values to variables. Okay, so let's create our next source file. So always remember, we start with hash include IOStream, hash include IOStream. Okay, all right, so on to the next line. using namespace std, right? And then we can neat, then we come and main, remember, open and close brackets, open and close curly brackets, and then we give space, and then we can do our return 0, okay, and then we terminate, and now we can come up here. So remember, always add comments to your program. So assigning values to variables, okay, so 2 forward slashes, and then we write assigning values to variables, okay, assigning values to variables, and then we can come to the next line. So we know in mathematics, when we see a variable, it can be let's say most variables are alphabets. We use alphabets as variables, okay. So we can take a, and then we are going to assign a to a number. So let's say 34, and then b to a number, and then after that we are going to do some mathematical operations in C++, okay. So we'll be doing all in this program. So this is it. So we can put a and then bring the equal to sign 34, okay, and then we terminate. Then we go to the next line, b equal to 23, okay, and then we terminate. You see, it's not necessary to bring spaces, but for the beautification of your code, you have to bring spaces to your in your C++ program, okay. Yeah, so we've assigned our values to the variables. So we can now see out a. Let's do see out. I already know how to do it. So see out double less than, and then a we terminate, and then let's see out b, and then we also terminate, okay. So at this point, if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, just click on the subscribe button, like the video, tell me in the comment section this video is helpful to you, all right, and then share your videos to your friends so that they can all benefit. You need to pass this exam, and then probably after this I'll be continuing with the ultimate C++ program, how to code software with C++ and basic software, okay. All right, so we can now go on and then compile and run our program. So there's it. So we're going to name it, let's say money. I like money a lot here. I like money. Money, okay, and then we save, and then we compile and then run. You see, there is an error here. You see, I told you guys that if you are in C++, when you're writing a program, you have to declare your values and your variables. So there should be a data type, okay. So we are going to learn how to read errors. So let's come here, let's come down here, all right. So there's it. It says, so compiler 3 line, the line, column, and then the file. So in function int main, okay, so you know that int main is a function. On line 6 column 2, error, a was not declared in the scope, and then in line 7 to e was not declared in the scope. Why? Because we didn't declare the data type, okay. So there's it. So we are going to enter int. We are going to accept values which are numbers or integers for a. So we are going to declare it as what? Int. And then we come down to b, and then we also write int, okay. And then now let's compile and run again, and then let's see if we're going to get the same errors. So this is basically how you can read errors in C++, and then Charlie, you are good to go. So there's it. So 3, 4, and then 2, 3. So remember, always remember to use your end L, okay, end L. Always remember to use your end L, your end line. So this is where the end line will be. So we can come here, and then we do the double less than, and then we write end line, okay. And then we come down here too, and then double less than, and we write out end line. So that's it. So we can now we can now go on and then compile and then run the program, okay. So there's it. So we now have 34 and then 23. Now let's make this code more nicer. There's it. We are going to see out AA, but you have to do something like A is equal to 23, B is equal to A is equal to 34, B is equal to 20. So this is how we do it. So we can come here in front of B and then we bring our quotations, the quote sign here, okay. I think that's a quote sign, something like that. Quotation sign. And then we just put in B and then we come here and then we do our double less than, okay. Then we can also come here. We do this and then we put our A here. Then we can put in equal to sign. And then we can come down and you put equal to sign, right? So this is very simple. And then we can come here, I think here, and then we put our stream insertion point. Yes, of course, that's the name. The name is stream insertion point. Okay, so the less than, double less than, and then the double greater than are called the stream insertion point. Okay, if I'm not lying, and if you know the correct thing, you can tell me also in the comment section. So we are here to learn. Okay, this is that coming. Charlie, subscribe. Click the subscribe button, like the video. Yeah. So we now have A is equal to 34, and then B is equal to 23. So there's it. It's simple. Now let's add some basic mathematical operations to it. So we are going to do A plus B. Simple. So we know that 34 plus 23 is 57. So let's see if it's correct. So someone is telling me it's 5,000, right? So A plus B, right? A plus B equal to, no, A plus B. So C out, we are going to do C out, sorry, to C out A plus B, okay? And then we terminate it. Remember to always terminate it. So, and then now we can compile and then run again and see this is it. 23 plus 34 is 57. So you can do a lot of mathematical operations and everything with C++. Okay, so we are done with input, output, assigning variables, end line, mathematical operations, and then other stuff. So you can try with the other mathematical operations. Okay, so let's cancel it. Let's create a new source file. Alright, so for our new project, we're going to write a program that will convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay, so this is it. But before doing that, we have to write down our algorithm. Okay, so how the program is going to be and then how it's going to work. Okay, so I'm flipping to the algorithm page and then I think I should read what it says. So an algorithm is a sequence of steps to solve a particular problem, or algorithm is an ordered set of unambiguous steps that produces a result and then terminates in a finite time. So it's a sequence of steps to solve a particular problem. So we are going to write on our algorithm, but first I think let me do my Windows R and then open Notepad from there and then write what we are going to do. Okay, so let me do my Notepad. Okay, yeah. Alright, so let me open Notepad. Okay, so there's Notepad. Okay, so those who don't know what Notepad is, this Notepad is an editor. Okay, you can also use as a compiler. Alright, as first I used to write HTML program stuff. Yeah, HTML code. Okay, so let's go to it. So we are going to deduce an algorithm to calculate Fahrenheit to Celsius. So there's it. First, why do we even need it? Okay, so let's say we have a thermometer gun. Okay, it takes the temperature in the form of Fahrenheit, and then for our standards we use in the hospitals we use Celsius. So when this thermometer gun takes the Fahrenheit value from your body, it turns it into what's the name, Celsius value. Okay, to make it more more appealing to the eye and then to meet standards. Okay, so there's it. So in writing our algorithm, you let me check inside the book small. Yeah. So we are going to accept inputs. Okay. So yes, so we are going to accept inputs. So that's first we define our algorithm's inputs. So this is it. We are going to take inputs for Fahrenheit. So Fahrenheit, what's the spelling? Fahrenheit, right? Fahrenheit. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Okay, and then Fahrenheit will be an integer, but you're going to use Fahrenheit as a float because you're going to get maybe point something. So you're going to do Fahrenheit as a float, and then you come down, and then Celsius. Okay, Celsius also as a float. Okay, Celsius also as a float, and then we can also come down with our formula. Okay, our formula. So you should get a formula, and that will convert Fahrenheit to what? Celsius. So that's basically what you're going to do, and then it's going to what? Output. It's going to output the result in what? Celsius. Okay, the result in Celsius. Yeah. Okay, so this is basically what it's going to do for us. So now let's go back to our dev C++ application. Okay, so this is it. So first of all, we do our hash include IOStream and then start. So shift 3 include IOStream. Okay, and then you already know how to do that one, so you can just do it perfect if I get there. So using name space std, alright, and then terminate. Now you can come down and then put our function. So int main, open and close brackets, curly brackets, enter. Okay, so now we did say that we are going to what? Define our algorithm's inputs. So we have Fahrenheit, Celsius, and then we input the formula and then output the results and what? In Celsius for us. Okay, so we're going to start. So Fahrenheit. So first, what you have to do is Fahrenheit. How are we going to accept values for characters, like just say strings or names, or for numbers? So it's going to be for numbers, but Fahrenheit, we're going to get something like 4 point something. So we are going to use what we call floats. Okay, so in the measurement and then monetary like problems like this, we are going to use what? Floats, because floats deals with point or decimals, but integers deals with whole numbers. Okay, so you can get -4, -3, -5, they're all whole numbers, but for the float you can get -3 points this, 3 point this. Alright, so you are going to write floats. Okay, floats, and then our input is what? Fahrenheit. Okay, Fahrenheit, if I'm correct. Alright, Fahrenheit. So floats Fahrenheit, and then we see out. Okay, let's declare our inputs and then our outputs first. Okay, so floats Fahrenheit, and then let's take floats Celsius. Okay, Celsius, and then also terminate. And then now we see out. Enter. Come on. See out. Enter. Value for Fahrenheit. Okay. For Fahrenheit. Alright. For Fahrenheit. Alright. Enter value for Fahrenheit. So we can now do our NL. Remember, always remember to do your and L. Okay, and then we can now take input for what Fahrenheit. So seeing Fahrenheit, and then we also terminate. And then now here's what we're going to do. We're going to you see, so we've declared floats, the Fahrenheit as floats, Celsius also as floats, and then we've counted as enter value for Fahrenheit. So we've prompted the user to enter value for Fahrenheit, and then the C in Fahrenheit is going to accept the value for Fahrenheit and then put that value in the Fahrenheit. Okay, so what you have to do next is to bring out our formula. So the formula for converting from Fahrenheit to Celsius. Yes. So what you have to do first is you're going to write Celsius. Please remember to use a correct spelling for what you already used and declare this as a float already, the data type. So Celsius and then equal to, and then we can do open and close brackets. I think is it 32 minus Fahrenheit? Yes, 32 minus Fahrenheit. So 32 minus Fahrenheit. So it should be the same spelling. Minus Fahrenheit divided by 30 minus Fahrenheit divided by I think 1.8. Yes, 1.8. Alright, and then now we eliminate it. Good. So there's it. So there's the formula. So if you input the value for the Fahrenheit is going to come here and then minus 32. So 32 minus Fahrenheit and then divided by 1.8, and it's going to give us the value in Celsius. So to get the value in Celsius, what you have to do is we're going to see out Celsius. Okay, so we see out Celsius. Remember, see out means character output. So we see out Celsius. So we can do something like Celsius is equal to, and then we do stream insertion point, and then Celsius again, and then another one. We do this, and then we do C. Okay, so something like Celsius is equal to something degree Celsius. Okay, so I think let's write something like this. Alright, so this, so degree Celsius. Alright, now bring our stream insertion point. Alright, so Celsius once again. Then we go towards end line. Alright, so then now we can terminate. So this is basically it. Alright, so you know how to bring out within the value of what 0 it's necessary within 0, and then we terminate. So we can go ahead and then compile the program, and then after that, so we're going to name it temperature. Okay, so I'm going to just name it temp. Okay, so temp, and then we click on save, and then it's going to compile for us. If there is any errors, it will let us see there are no errors in it. So enter value of Fahrenheit. We're going to enter, let's say 56, and then click on enter. So the Celsius is equal to negative 13.333 degrees Celsius. So process executed after 5.631 seconds with return value, blah blah blah. So there's it. So Celsius equal to negative 13.3. Alright, so there's it. So this is how you can write a program for any problem that you've been given in C++. Okay, so I think for this part you can write different programs calculating for area of a circle, those mini ones. So I think we should jump on to what's the name? If the control structures, okay. But for that, we're going to end this one here, and then I'll be doing the next video on control structures. And then we'll be combining all these things with control structures, loops, arrays, pointers, and then we can add something like tuples. Alright, so this is coming. Thanks for visiting the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Tell me in the comment section if this video was helpful to you. I'll be very happy to see you write something in the comment section. Like the video, share it to your friends, don't be selfish, and then come back again and then come and watch the continuation of this tutorial, because everything is going to be boom. Charlie, we can't fill our exams, so really bad, but C++, yeah, but it doesn't mean you're getting C++. You're getting A plus in the bomb. Alright, so that's that for me. Until you meet again, bye bye. Keep on exploring. You can visit this YouTube channel, Code with Mash. Okay, so Code with Mash, I'll put the link in the description. And then he's a very good C++ programmer. Yes, he's my mentor, so you can go there and then also watch from him to get a basic understanding of some things I taught here. I know it's understandable, but you have to learn from different people to get it right in your mind. Alright, so we'll meet again. Until then, it's bye bye. Charlie, boom.